Well, this is unexpected to say the least. I don't know what to say. The only thing I have a question for is, what in the hell are the devs thinking is beyond me. So, let's put this in perspective real quick. So, we just had Legend Comp Round 6, which lasted 3 weeks, was the most intense, stressful, and there was a lot of stream snipers and a lot of griefers that caused a lot of issues. It was literally one of the most mentally taxing things in this game. And now we have Legend Comp Round 7, not just Legend Comp Round 7 on its own, it is Monster Truck Starter EX Gadget. This is something. I just have to beg the question, at this point, what are the devs doing? What are the devs thinking when it comes to this game? Because it feels like they are either significantly out of touch with the community, like so much so that it's just impossible to understand where their motives are anymore with the game. They don't care for the game potentially, or there's the fact that maybe the devs literally just don't know what to do with Legend Comp anymore. There's a lot of what ifs and there's a lot of potentials and a lot of things that we could really explain, but genuinely this is a bit unbelievable. I mean, let's face it, this is supposed to be the competitive game mode, so all the competitive sweaty players, including myself, have to go play Legend Comp. And the problem is that the devs decided to make a competitive mode with an extremely for fun gadget attached to it. And a lot of people are like, well, Destella, why are you complaining? Why are you thinking this is the craziest things the devs have done? Why do you think this is this, that, and the other? And you know what? You valid questions. The reason why I think this is such a problem and why I think this is just stupid in and of itself, and that the devs legitimately, like, what are they doing? And it's a holy, it's basically the fact that with Monster Truck Starter, think of it like this. Every single player that's going to be playing this Legend Comp, if we get a ton of the competitive players playing, what are they going to do? They're going to play Hyper Ring Engine 130, Quick Charge 2, Perfect Charge Bounty, the main meta build, which everyone understands that. How are they going to use Monster Truck Starter? Here's the neat part. They won't. So, if you've seen from last Legend competition where everyone is like bagging or soft bagging or even hard bagging, depending on the track, Monster Truck Starter just enables a lot of these higher level players and enables good players to not use their items and hold this MT for as long as humanly possible. And it's literally going to come down to who decides to sit in top spots and either gets lucky with not getting weighted slime or KBB'd and holding this MT for as long as humanly possible and then just taking the one shortcut and winning the race, or it's going to come down to a bunch of unbelievable chaos that is going to make the Legend competition feel more like shootout rather than an actual competition. So you now have this situation of, are we playing fucking shootout or are we playing Legend competition, you know? And this is something that a lot of players don't maybe quantify yet, which I don't blame you. It is just, this Legend competition is not going to pan out well. And a lot of players, and especially a lot of the competitive players, if you've probably seen, have been complaining quite extensively about this. I just think this Legend competition is extremely out of touch. It feels like the devs don't play their game. It feels like the devs don't care what the community wants. And it feels like the devs really don't want to, I guess, enable the competitiveness of the game. It legitimately feels like this comes back to the conversation I talked about previously, where the game doesn't know what it wants to be. And I think this, more than ever, proves this. When I talked about how the game doesn't know if it wants to be competitive or casual or a mix of both, and the devs are stumped, this is proof of concept. This is a competitive, highly competitive game mode for the super sweaty players that are trying to prove themselves and improve themselves in general, right? But simultaneously, the devs have now provided us a Legend competition that is the most, like, 180 flip of the competitive state of the game, and any competitiveness of the game is now, like, null and void. It doesn't make any sense anymore. So my question is, why did the devs go with Legend competition instead of making this like a world match event where you play world match, you get the decal, you potentially have to see how many points you can gain in a certain period of time, and or like, I don't know, there's like this special world match lobby thing where it's literally just about play the game, gain points, get extra Dompa tickets, something like that, and the whole point is just to have fun, and then after you, I don't know, play 10 matches of like this unique EX gadget event mode where you have the potential to roll EX MT starter, EX short fuse, EX dark chow starter, like these interesting funny gadgets, but make it a world match event where there's nothing on the line. Because the problem is, now this is Legend competition, there is now actual banners on the line, there's actual things on the line, and it is a gadget that is mostly a for fun gadget for a reason. I don't know what the devs are thinking. This is just unbelievable. I legitimately can't quantify this. I will say this much though. I think it'd be funny for like 5 races. You get 5 good races of funny shenanigans, and then this legend competition will turn into exactly what Shootout was in Festival for everyone, which is 3 races where you have 3 good races, and then everything else is a flustercluck, and it's gonna be horrendous. I don't know, guys. This is... I don't know. I think this just proves the point even more so. I think this actually exacerbated the point that I made previously, and exacerbates what I was referring to, which is the devs do not know what they want to do with this game. The devs do not understand what they need to do with this game, and the devs are pretty out of touch with the community and don't understand what the community wants from this game. Although this is meant to be a for fun mode, this is coming not even a month after Legend Comp Round 6 ended, which was, again, 3 weeks, and the devs are going to now introduce this legend competition. Again, it's nice that we're getting something for fun, but the problem is that why do we make it a legend competition when there's things on the line, when we could have made this like a special event mode that's called like World Match Extended or something like that. You could have done anything. It doesn't matter if the name's good. It could literally be crossing over another world, like crossing into another world match. I don't care what it's called. I wish we got something else. I feel like this is such a sad state of the game in it to see this, because it feels like the devs have kind of felt like the game's run its course and there's nothing left for the game. I think this is kind of like their last-ditch effort to just like give something funny before the game goes offline. That's what this feels like, more than like, hey, we had a cool idea for a legend competition. Here you go, guys, play this funny legend competition mode. No, this feels like this is like the devs understanding the game is dying right now, and the game is basically unrecoverable, or it's in an unrecoverable state due to God knows what it could be. Shareholders, it could be anything, right? You could name a million things, but that's what this feels like more than it actually feels like they're trying to do something fun. I really hope that this legend competition, for whatever it's gonna be, at least can be fun for some people. That's all I can wish for. I really hope that some people can have fun with this, but this legend competition, the timing, the gadget they chose, and just in general their whole process of going about this really feels like the devs either don't care, don't know what to do, or they have no idea what this game wants to be. They have no idea if this game should be competitive or casual, and they have no idea what they want to do with Legend Comp as a mode. They are just at this point throwing Legend Competition and making it the second coming of Festival in a sense. Like, that's pretty much all I got to talk about. I don't know what to say. I really hope this isn't the devs basically deciding like the game's run its course and the game's gonna die here. I really don't. I think this game has much more that it can do, and the devs have a lot of potential to actually make this game good, but it really feels like this is the final ditch effort to get people to play Legend Competition, and in general to play this game one last time. I know that's not true, more than likely, but that's when it does feel like. It feels like the devs don't care for the competitive side. The devs don't know what the game wants to be, don't know what they want to do with the game, and in general it feels like the devs just don't care. It really sucks to say that. It really does. That's all I got for you guys today. Have yourselves a great one, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.